so we need to get past this, we need to get this thing rolling. But I first wanted to thank Coach Chris Rochel for bringing me over to Chatfield. It's been an absolute honor and privilege to be a part of this community. And so, Coach, I'm so thankful that you believed in me enough to bring me over. And we had quite a great year. So can we give another round of applause for Coach Rochel? So as the quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator, we always think, and especially quarterbacks, they get all the glory when things go well, and they get everything running downhill when things don't go well. And so it's always somewhere in between. It's never as bad as we think, and it's never as great as we think. And so getting to coach these three young men was quite an honor and quite a privilege, because when I walked onto that field the first day in April or May, whatever that was, and we get into our quick game stuff, and we're just going through some of our installs, and I saw 6 eyes, wide eyes, ready to learn, ready to get better, ready to master the offense that we were installing, and I couldn't have been more pleased, because it makes a coach's job that much easier when you have young men who are actually ready to play, ready to learn. And so it took a couple of weeks before they're like, okay, Coach, are we going to call it left or right? Are we calling trips left or trips right? And so that was kind of an ongoing theme. Jake had to say, did you want Ireland or Illinois on that, Coach? So in the midst of my thinking about the next play, doing things one way, I would call a play one way when I really wanted it to go the other way. And Jake's like, that doesn't work, Coach. And so he'd be, signaling to me, do you want Ireland or do you want Illinois? And then all of a sudden, Coach has got to call a timeout, and we almost had to delay a game. And then I get the scowl from Coach, like, what the heck are you doing, Coach? And then I get the scowl to Jake. And so that happened on a couple of occasions. So they ended up knowing the offense better than I did as the season went on. And so I can't say enough about these three young men. And so all in their own individual ways had highs and lows throughout the season. Reese Hodges, the first day I saw him, I thought he was a shortstop out there throwing the football. And Reese was always our hype man. And so whenever we would break down after practice, Reese was always our hype man. So he always got us going when we needed to, and he always did whatever was asked of him. So Reese, congratulations, man. And the next young man I'd like to talk about, Mr. Lawrence, his first varsity start, he got to start against the now 4-time defending state champions. So no small feat that he got thrown into that fire, and he got knocked around a little bit that night. But I want to tell you, Will, how proud I am of you. And what stuck out was your character, your toughness, your courage, your bravery in everything you do. Because I never got into coaching just for wins and losses. Granted, they're great, kind of like Coach was saying, and I'm incredibly competitive. But it's about molding young men, and Will is fantastic in that way. It is a great leader, and he's going to continue to be that the rest of his life. So, very proud of you, Will. Congratulations. And then our starting QB, Jake. So like I said, we had our ups and downs and in the season, and when those happen, you get tested. So your mettle, your heart gets tested. And there were times where we were at each other's throats, and we couldn't get quite figured out. And I was always saying, I'm like, well, we're so close those first 4 weeks. We're so close. And close only counts in horseshoes and tiddlywinks, right? And so you guys, as a community, as a football program, know what it means to win. And so when we really bought in, when everybody bought in, we took off, and we started to win, and we were doing the things that you guys are used to, and that was a big part of this young man right here. So Jake, I'm incredibly proud of you, man. You had an incredible year, first team all-conference honors, man, and he grew as a young man. So you take it hard when you lose, when you're a competitor. But when you start to see progress, and you start to see things differently, and you start to mature, you know that those ups and downs are going to happen, and stay with it, guys. So congratulations, fellas. I love you.